I want to know. You got to explain this to me. I'm just not getting this. Explain to me. I'm just a regular guy, and I'm wondering if you can't keep the promise to your family, can't keep your promise to your wife, you're having an affair, you're lying about the affair repeatedly. Why should the American people trust you when you say you're not going to lie to them? Why should we trust you?
That's a great question Sean asked. And so, Amanda, if that's true, you can't trust somebody who had an affair. How can we trust John McCain to be President of the United States since he cheated by his own admission on his first wife? He didn't keep his marital vows. He didn't keep his pledge to his first family.
30 years ago, after 5.5 years in a prisoner of war camp.
She has nothing to do with it. Amanda, so how do we trust John McCain to be President of the United States?
Well, that's an issue I think has been thoroughly vetted for many, many years now. And
he cheated on his wife, right?
And this is something where John Edwards is
after 5.5 years in a prisoner of war camp.
It has nothing to do with it. He cheated on it.
5.5 years after prisoner of war camp.
Should we lose the guess and you and I argue?
Yeah, I will.
It had nothing to do with it.
He cheated on it.
Excuse me, Sean. You've had your chance to speak. I'm up. John McCain cheated on his wife, Amanda. John McCain cheated on his wife, Chris. Why do you have a double standard? And John McCain's running for president. John Edwards is not.
He is. John Edwards is running for president now. He was doing it when he was having the affair. His wife had been diagnosed with cancer, Alan. I mean, if you can't see the difference between the two situations.
John McCain's wife was in a car accident, and he came back, and all of a sudden he decided he didn't love her anymore, and he saw another woman. And his timeline that he talked about in his book isn't vetted by the actual events of when he actually got a divorce. So where's the double standard?
He stood up and he criticized Bill Clinton for his actions with Monica Lewinsky and called. I mean, John Edwards was one of the biggest critics of Bill Clinton.
John McCain's running for president. What about his affair?
And Bill Clinton John Edwards was one of the biggest critics of Bill Clinton.
Will you admit that John McCain was wrong to have an affair? Can we trust him to run for president since he cheated on his wife?
Of course it is wrong to have an affair. There's no question about that.
So can we trust John McCain to take a vow of office?
Does it matter today? Can we assume that 30 years ago? I mean, look, Robert Byrd was a member of the Ku Klux Klan a certain amount of time ago.
After 5.5 years in a Vietnam camp getting beaten every day, there's a difference. 5.5 years after getting beaten every day.
So it's okay that he had an affair on his wife.
No, you know what? But there are circumstances you ought to consider.
That lets him off the hook.
Let's see how you act after you get beaten after 5.5 years.
In just a moment.